Hi everyone, welcome back to the Waterstones YouTube channel. My name's Aisling and I've got two reading recommendations for you today. So I've picked two novels. They're not necessarily new, but maybe they're new to some of you, and I picked them because I felt that they would make complementary reading. If you would like one, I think you would also like the other, and vice versa. So the first book I have picked is by Ottessa Moshfegh. I mentioned in a video a couple of months ago that her latest novel, My Year of Rest and Relaxation, was one of my favourite books of the last year. So I went and picked up her previous novel, Eileen, which was longlisted for the Man Booker Prize in 2016. So because I enjoyed My Year of Rest and Relaxation so much, I felt compelled to go pick this up. It's a similar type of close character study that My Year of Rest and Relaxation was as well, kind of zeroing in on this strange, dark female character, but she's very different to the protagonist in My Year of Rest and Relaxation. So Eileen is a young woman of 24 and she's working in a juvenile detention centre for teenage boys. She lives alone with her father, who is an alcoholic. Her sister doesn't live with them anymore. Her mother died, and it kind of just follows Eileen's thoughts and whims throughout the book, what she's thinking. She's very socially awkward. She's led a very sheltered, kind of strange life. Her opinions on other people are at once incredibly cruel but also very hilarious, kind of darkly comedic. There's not a lot of plot for the most part, but I don't mean that as a negative, because Eileen herself is so interesting that kind of gives the reader a lot to work with. So I would say if you enjoyed her other book, My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh, you should pick up Eileen as well, because I really flew through it, found it quite an easy read, I think, but not easy in that, you know, the vocabulary was simple or anything like that, but just that it was easy to get into and to relate to a character who is actually so inherently unlikable. So I don't know what that says about me, but I really enjoyed it. And although there isn't a lot of plot to speak of, there is a little bit of drama that kind of all culminates at the end, so that's quite exciting. So I think that a lot of people should pick this up. I know Ottessa Moshfegh has two other books as well, a short story collection called Homesick for Another World, I think, and a novella called McGlue. So I think I'm going to pick them both up as well and try and work my way through all of Ottessa Moshfegh's work while we're waiting for her to write something else. So guys, my other book that I have suggested for you, and I think it would be complementary reading to Eileen as well, although they're not that similar, I just think if you like one, you'll like the other. So the other book I've chosen is Lullaby by Leila Slimani. So this is the story of a nanny. No spoilers, because this is announced on the very first page, a nanny who kills the children that she is caring for. And the whole book, again, is very much a character study, but a very suspenseful one, trying to find out why this nanny did what she did. I read this book in one day because it was so deliciously and darkly compelling and curious, and I just had to get to the bottom of it, and it is absolutely fantastic. I'm obviously not going to spoil anything here, but I just think you won't be disappointed if you read this book. I know Leila Slimani, she's a French writer, or she writes in French at least, and her novels are being translated. I know she has at least one other book translated into English at the moment, and that book is called Adele. So I think I'm going to pick that one up too, because honestly I enjoyed this so much. This might be one of my books of the year, even though it wasn't out this year, but you know, I'm going to put it on my list. I just think it would be great reading if you just want something a bit dark and syrupy and suspenseful. I would recommend it. So there you have it, guys. Those are my reading recommendations for this month. I hope you pick them up, hope you find them enjoyable, and I'll be chatting to you again soon. Okay, bye bye.